Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Farmhouse Dirt. Today, I am joined by Tracy Lungrin with Wayne State College Career Services, and we are in their new space in the Brandenburg Education Building on campus here at Wayne State College. And Tracy's going to talk a little bit with us about the upcoming school year, what's happening at Career Services, and what's coming up downtown to support all the local business people.
Awesome. And we have our foam finger that we'll probably use throughout the
Go
time.
Cats.
Go Cats.
Proud Wayne State alums here.
Well, at least one.
We won't say anything
talk about that.
Her past history for colleges. She's a Wayne Stater
I'm a
now.
proud Wayne Stater. I own more Wayne State stuff than any other school I've ever worked for.
Yes.
So that's
Black's your color.
Yeah.
And gold.
Gold, absolutely.
Yes. Fits the ginger.
It does.
All right. So talk to us about what brought you to Wayne State. What's your story? How'd you end up in Wayne America?
This is a great story. So the career nerd in me, I actually have a master's degree in like counseling and student affairs, student college development, and my specialty is career.
Sure.
So I've studied tons of career theories, and if you ever want to nerd out and talk to me about it, I'm here for you. Anyway, but there's this theory called the happenstance theory, and essentially it's kind of a wild card. Like it's not on your bingo card, and all of a sudden something happens, and then your life just kind of changes in the lines, and that's really the theory I'm going to use for my Wayne State story.
Okay.
For those of you that maybe know me, I'm an avid golfer, and so is my husband. And ironically, when I worked at UNK, I had a lot of Wayne kids that were at Kearney at that time that were my students. So I'm going to give a couple shout outs like Nate Summerfield, Aaron Smith, Andy Dedeker, and more. And they knew I was a golfer. They were golfers, and they would always tell me how amazing the Wayne golf course was, and that I had to get up here and play it. So that only took like 20 years later. I'm a real mover and shaker.
20 years time lost, but you're
right,
lost.
exactly. So one weekend, Jim and I came up, and we had our little Nebraska passports, and we came up and played the course. And I also play, my goal is to play all of the golf courses, and I'm about 2/3 done. So when we came through town, I was like, this is so adorable. It just kind of reminds you of like a Hallmark town, right?
Sure.
And then you drive through, and then there's the golf course, and it was incredible, and we loved it, and we were like, this is so great.
Yep.
And then the college is up against it, right?
Sure.
So I was just like, we were both very charmed by the whole thing. It was a scene in a movie.
Yeah.
We had our meet cute with me. And so ironically, that was like the April of 2023. And on the way home, we were talking about it, and Jim, my husband, says, well, you know that they have a position open for a director of career services. And I started kind of laughing because we were living in Lincoln at the time. My family's in Lincoln.
Right.
And just like the idea of moving from Lincoln to Wayne was just like kind of a...
all the things.
What?
Yep.
And he's like, honestly, they do. I think you should think about it.
Right.
And I'm like, you'd be down with this? He'd be like, I'd love that golf course. So anyway, as we got to talking about it, I started applying. And honestly, the first time I even applied, I was kind of still not 100%. But every meeting that I had was just like awesome. And then we met you.
Yep.
And you showed us around the town and showed us, all the potential and how it was growing. And so that's how I got here.
Yeah.
That's a long story.
That's a great story, though, and one that everybody, I hope, would have when they first get to Wayne and see what it has to offer and everything.
Yeah, we saw so much potential.
Yes.
And just continue to be really pleased.
Absolutely. And you have an impressive background because you've written a book.
Big, strong word. Yeah.
You've written a book. You've been in career services for a long time.
Yeah, in higher ed. Yep.
And higher ed. And so you're a great addition to the team here. And you have a great team here. So this move to Brandenburg has been a big change for you guys just within the last week. 2 weeks?
Just like a couple weeks. We're like, this might be our second week here.
Yes. So new office, new location, all new stuff, but the same people still doing great things here in the community. And let's talk a little bit about why this matters. Why does this matter to the college? Why does this matter to Wayne?
I mean, when I think about working with our students. Our students are attracted to Wayne for so many reasons. One, it's such a great community, and also the campus, the size of the campus.
Right.
It feels manageable. It feels welcoming. It feels warm.
Right.
Also, the cost of our attendant or cost of our campus is usually probably one of the top reasons students choose here. It's an
Absolutely.
affordable education.
Yep.
So when I think about those two things, our students not only want to work, they're used to working, but they need to work. So first and foremost, we need local employers,
Yes.
which we have.
Yes.
Local employers, hiring our students.
Right.
To me, it's a retention. Honestly, we
Yes.
need that for retention.
You do. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it. And we need it to keep our community strong and,
Yeah.
and keep everybody
Yeah.
going.
And
So,
I think I grew up in a college town, and my parents had a small business, and my dad would always talk about, like, I get essentially professional people at a minimum wage price,
Right,
when you have a college workforce. So I think that's the benefit to Wayne.
Definitely.
But then for the student, they get, obviously they get a job that they need to help pay for their life and college. They get to gain skills. They get to a network and some mentors,
Right.
to help them develop professionally. And so I think that's the first thing I think about how important that is to
Yes.
Wayne, the community, and the college.
Absolutely. And we ourselves, we've had 4 interns from Wayne State at our
Nice.
office, and all of us are proud graduates of Wayne State College. So there's a lot of, I guess,
Paying it forward.
yeah. You just feel like it's something you want to contribute to.
Wildcat pride.
That's right.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you're also introducing them to other people,
Of course.
which is important for them, to
Yeah.
meet other contacts.
Well, not only that, it again, keeps them in Wayne, keeps them involved,
Yeah.
keeps them. And so we have a lot of benefits between that inner connection between the college and downtown.
Yeah.
And it's a great relationship. So we hope to keep that going. And Tracy has provided me with a checklist of items to discuss.
They were not a checklist. I was developing my talking points.
Yes, developing
To go on
talking
the
points,
dirt.
which is essentially like an outline for a speech, if I had to say.
I'm a speech major. Did I forget to tell
Are
you
you
that?
that
I'm a
too?
comp. I'm a comp
Oh
major.
my gosh.
My undergrad is. Yeah. Yeah. I can't help myself.
So as we go on, we talk about challenges for small businesses,
Yeah,
obviously.
yes.
And, you're pretty much, as a small business owner, doing everything. You're the
Everything.
hirer, the firer, the
Yep.
coordinator, the marketer, the
Yes.
phone answerer.
Yes.
So how does this tie in with what your organization provides?
Let me give some observations. So I think a lot of people are like, how did you come from Lincoln? And what's your story? Well, I did grow up a small town Nebraska kid. So
Yes.
first, I don't think I could do it if I didn't have some of my I'll always have a small town Nebraska kid
Right.
in me. And then again, my parents owned a business, downtown Kearney at the time that I actually worked at. But I think the thing that I've really observed when I did 10 years at Lincoln and Wayne is, our small town values is, one, I don't necessarily have time, or I don't want to log into your system, or I don't know how to, or
Sure.
the second I try to, and it gives me one bit of inconvenience, which systems do, I'm not gonna keep going.
Right.
This is not that important. I'll figure out another way to market it. And so
course.
what I've noticed in the last couple of years is we may not be getting some of the local jobs posted.
Right.
And so one, that's a problem for our students, because then they don't know
Sure.
that those jobs are out there.
Yep.
And two, that's not a problem for you guys, but you might not be getting the best candidate pool if you were working with us and we were promoting it to our students, because we are promoting it. Handshake is used a lot.
Right.
So our solution, we've been working on a solution. I'm excited to roll this out on the dirt. Our solution is we have come up with a way to do Wayne State and Friends job postings. So you can call us, and by the way, we had to work on this with Handshake.
Of course.
You can call us or email us and say, hey, I want to get this on your Handshake post.
Right.
We will help you post it. So you don't have to log
Awesome.
in and do all the things.
Yeah.
We really want to focus on part-time jobs.
Yes.
Not necessarily internships, because we're thinking if you're going to hire an internship, we'd rather you get a profile. We'll
Right.
help you with that too.
Right.
But this is pretty quick and easy. We'll help you. It'll be like you'll be listed as a Wayne State friend. Your job will be on there, and students, especially now, are looking for work.
Right.
The candidate pool will be great, so we can actually add you as a contact every time a student comes in and wants to apply for your job, you'll actually get a notification on how that looks. So we're excited to try it.
That's really handy. And it's something too, like you said, when you run into issues with those online systems, it just really can get annoying. And it's like, it's adding one more layer to the onion.
That's what I keep thinking. I'm trying to think of it, a small town business person.
Of course.
This is not worth it. And then sometimes you're kind of like, what do they do over there? You know, just call us. We're gonna help you.
Phone fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a really great resource. And, you know, you don't have to be an alumni of Wayne State College to utilize the career services. This is a public college.
We typically do work with students and alums.
Yes, exactly.
But as an employer, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
and employers.
So the goal is the more employers you can process, the more students they can place. And again, it's great for Northeast Nebraska. It's great for small town Nebraska. And it's something that as a small community of 6,000 people, this is a resource that not very many communities have.
Right. No, you're right.
You talk about a grapevine. This is the grapevine right here.
We can help you. This is another example. We worked with we actually worked with a small town or a small business here who had wanted to do an internship.
Sure.
So we helped them get an account. We helped them get posted. They had 25 applications for that.
That's amazing.
Which again, if you just kind of go out and do it on your own, you're not going to get 25 people coming to you.
No.
So they actually got to take a look at the pool and really decide who do I want to interview, and they got a fantastic candidate that has stayed with their business for 2 years.
That's awesome.
3 years, right?
Yes.
So if you utilize us, the chance of you getting a bigger, better candidate pool is just in your benefit.
And the way kids communicate nowadays, or students communicate nowadays, has changed from even 20 years ago.
It has.
So getting into that network and being a part of it, it just gets you more connected with the candidates, because you might put a Facebook post out there, but they're probably not looking at us.
They might not be finding it on Facebook.
You know, if they need something, they may seek it out, but it's pretty rare that they're going to find us.
This would be a good place to have that post, and then you could also promote it on other things.
Absolutely.
But at least here, then we're seeing it. So then we're working with students, we're pulling it up and showing them as well.
Yes.
So I think there's just going to be a lot more eyeballs, consistency.
Definitely.
And it helps us direct more students to you.
Right. So you guys have a huge event coming up that is going to foster that community connection. So let's talk about City Stroll.
Okay.
I mean, the
second annual.
The buzz is happening. It's coming downtown to all of our locations. So how does this work? What do we need to do?
Yeah. So all you really need to do as a business is register with us. So you can call us. The other reason why I've made notes is so I don't mess up the phone number. 402-375-7425, or you can email us at careerservices@wsc.edu. And so if you haven't gotten notice, we've sent out in our local records, we've sent out several emails inviting you, and then there's like a form that you fill out and say, here's, I want to participate, and then we will get you in, and then we'll work with you on getting you some raffle tickets.
Right.
So we'll give you I think we're going to up it because we ran out of tickets so quickly last year, but we're going to give you 75 to 100 raffle tickets. Kids are going to come down. We'll have each of the businesses on our electronic digital map.
Okay.
So the students will know if you're participating and where you're at.
Right.
And then they'll come down. You'll just chat them up. Tell them about your business. Tell them about what opportunities there are. Tell them about what you can do, how they can interact with you, those kinds of things. Just just talk with our kids.
Right.
If you do have jobs, talk with them about it.
Right.
But most importantly, we want them to just know what you do and
and that we're here.
Yeah, that you're here and you're a huge part of the community.
Yes, exactly.
So it really does connect the students to you right away.
Absolutely, yes.
As business owners. So then you will give them a ticket, and then the students can come to our table, which will be in Our Savior Lutheran Church parking lot. And then they can bring all their tickets and put them in for some really great prizes.
Yes.
So it incentivizes them to come and engage, and then there's prizes afterwards, and then we draw.
Yep.
So
this is an evening event.
Yep.
And it's happening before school starts, when school starts.
It's the week of school starting.
Week of school starting.
Thursday,
Okay. All right.
August 21st. August 21st from 6 to 8.
Absolutely. And we're expecting 300 to 400 students downtown.
So here's the hard part. We could not figure out how to measure how many students came down last year.
Yes.
It was, and I don't know that we'd still be able to do it. So, but we think that that's about how many students
Absolutely.
came. Do you feel like that?
I would say there was a really good conglomeration of kids
Yeah.
downtown. And I keep calling them kids. I shouldn't call them kids.
I know. Well,
but I'm getting older.
We're middle-aged.
Yikes.
Right.
So yes, to join in, they got an email.
Yeah, you just have to register with us.
Absolutely.
And again, we'll put you on our map. We'll get you your tickets. So when the students come, one, they'll know where you're at. They'll know that your business is participating. So they'll come and talk with you.
Right, absolutely. So it's kind of like a roaming career fair in a way.
It kind of is. It's like more of like a roaming scavenger hunt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think the goal of this, of course, I want, if you have jobs, definitely be talking about that with students. That's another fantastic opportunity for you. But again, I think it's more about them understanding and meeting and interacting with Wayne businesses, the Wayne community.
The network.
And you guys do so much to support Wayne State College. You do tons to support Wayne State College. So, and a lot of you are Wayne State alums. So again, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So, talking about career fairs though, you guys do
career fair season.
You guys do six career fairs throughout the year.
Yeah,
I
would love to do more.
Astronomical.
But it's a lot of work.
And you have a team of 3.
Yeah,
that's putting this on.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us about the career fairs and what that all entails, because that's a whole nother activity that you guys put a lot of effort into.
And so our career fairs are that we have 2 specialty career fairs or niche career fairs, and then one all major and all internship. The first one that's coming up is our education fair. And we're going to do it early this year on September 3rd.
Yeah, that's right away.
And I tell you what, this is a fair that has grown here. And it's cool because education is partnering with us. So we kind of do a lot of the operations and logistics. We coordinate all of the employers. We put in, it's very high tech for students. They have to scan in. We get them a name tag with their major on it. So they look professional and it's easy then for the employer to engage them. It also has their major on it. So the employer kind of knows what are you studying. And then we create digital maps for our students.
Okay.
So a lot of times the digital map will really help the student be like, okay, I'm this major or I'm interested in this industry, and it'll show the employer. So we really try to help the students and employers connect around their specific interests.
Right.
But yeah, the education fair has really grown. We have already 81 schools.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I about fell over when I saw my friends that recruit for Kearney Public Schools at the Wayne State College. I'm like, you have a college in your backyard. And they're like, hey, we're there's a huge teacher shortage, but also Wayne has some great endorsements that are tough to get. Right. This is also from another observation I have from Lincoln. A lot of our kids are rural. So they want to go to rural schools.
Yes.
They want to go back and work in rural schools. I feel like that's another great reason why a lot of other rural schools are coming here. I'm talking about McCook.
Oh my.
Schools from, and certainly we have out-of-state schools too.
Yes.
But anybody, I think they figured out that, one, it's a quality student.
Yep.
They're well-trained. But also, again, if I live in McCook or I live in a smaller community, the student at Wayne is probably more apt to be interested in my school.
Right.
Which is awesome.
And I think that's a testament too to the work that Career Services has done over the last several years, because you have built a program where you are getting recognized statewide, if not nationwide, by employers who want the students coming from this school.
Yeah.
So
and I got to give a big shout out to our partners in education. So, with career fairs, you really want to partner with your faculty.
Yes.
Because they help get the students there.
Of course.
And every year we have 400 or 500 students, literally 400 students coming to this thing.
Right.
It's big.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes. And I remember years ago, we would get extra credit if we went to the career fair.
Yeah, there's still some of that. And we are really having to educate our students to not tell employers that. Employers don't like hearing that. They want to think that it was your idea to come to the fair. You write that extra credit paper or that actual paper in silence.
And then there's me who was like, I kind of know what I'm going to do after school, so I'll take the extra credit.
Exactly. You'll take the extra credit. Little did you know that you should have been networking for potential clients.
I didn't know
that. And
that.
that's the stuff we try to tell them.
Yes.
These are
So
those
look,
happenstance moments.
look at how this has played out for me. And it's
Exactly.
full circle moment here.
Exactly. Well, I want to really quick because I want
Yeah.
to talk about the education fair.
Of course.
Our two other fairs will be coming up in October,
Mm-hmm.
October 8th and October 9th.
Wow.
October 8th is our all career and majors fair.
Yes.
So we do all majors, all fields.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, that's where we have created a really great digital map for the students. I think this is a selling point for employers to know about, because we roll that map out really early so students can see who's coming, because we think that really motivates them to come. Hey, there is somebody from my major or my industry here that I want to go talk to.
Yes.
If we didn't have that, I think students are always kind of like, there's nobody for me, or, that kind of thing,
true.
right?
Yep.
So I think that's really helped boost our numbers.
Of course.
And our engagement. And we'll continue to do that. And then we added last year, we piloted with our industrial technology folks to add that as a separate fair. And it went really well. Partly we wanted to do that. We were maxing out in the all majors. Like we were getting too many.
Right.
And we couldn't add any more. So it really gives us more room to add to the October 8th one, all majors.
Yep.
And then also they can have some specialized conversation in that other fair.
Yes.
So it's been a good thing.
Yeah, and to pull together a 2-day event with so many employers coming, I mean, you're talking parking logistics, you're talking people placement logistics, you're talking getting lunch for everybody logistics.
That's our queen of logistics, Molly Gardner. If you see her,
yes, pat on the back.
Pat on the back. Buy her a high noon if you see her out.
Yes, but not on campus.
Not on campus. Not on campus.
So just to kind of cap things here, we're talking about your services particularly. You have several areas of things that you focus on for students and the ones that need extra help. So how do you get them in here? How do you?
I think from when you and I went to college, which I was even a little before you.
Yeah.
Career services was kind of just a place you went to get your resume potentially, right? Maybe they did a couple fairs. But career services was really grown in as an industry or as an association, as a profession. We've really had to get real about, hey, we need to offer more for students.
Yes.
And so this year, we're really going to roll out our 6 different outcomes, and we want to work with faculty to, one, assign more assignments around career readiness in these 6 different outcome areas. So my goal is to get in and I'll be doing a lot of presenting and talking with faculty this year. That'll be like my number one goal, to try to get more faculty advocates to assign these assignments, bring us in for presentations. But here are kind of the 6 outcomes that we want every Wayne State student by the time they graduate to have some exposure, some reflection exposure to each of these, right?
Right.
So the first one is career and life design, which is just students being able to explore their interests, their strengths, and have a better idea of what they want to do, or at least start trying what they want to do.
Yep.
2, we want them to engage in hands-on learning experiences, so they are able to try it out, to explore those opportunities. Internships, co-ops, but even again, like maybe being the vice president of this club is still a great applied learning activity, where they might be learning about what that's very connected to something that they want to do. So helping them identify those and then do them. They also need to do that to obviously put demonstrated things on their resumes. So again, we want to work on that one really hard, so students are doing that, so that by the time they get to us, as a junior or senior, they have plenty of stories to talk about and plenty of experiences to put on that resume. Skill development, we want to talk with them about all the necessary skills to be a great professional, a well-rounded professional in today's world, which technology is actually a huge part of that as well. And then we really have to work with our students on developing professional connections. This is a different world. We grew up where we did a lot of talking with people. We didn't have phones. And this generation is different. I mean, they grew up with phones and gadgets, and so that's really scary for them. And they don't feel confident in doing that. So helping them practice that, helping them figure that out, and then sometimes just assigning them, you got to go do this. Sure. And you got to cultivate that relationship.
And those types of things will give them a leg up in the career world, in the job world.
Absolutely.
And even something as simple as addressing an envelope and putting the stamp in the proper corner will be a huge advantage to some students
It's
down the
little
road.
things that impress a Trisha Peters.
It's not that hard, people.
I think the other one, the biggest one that I think we probably do the most presentations on, obviously, are resumes. But I'm doing a lot more on practice interviewing, because that, again, when it comes back to the student of today, has not had a lot of, the communication style is so different. Digital communication has changed.
Right.
So they really do lack confidence and practice in talking about themselves.
Right.
And so when they get to that moment, that's deer in headlights a lot of times. So helping them prepare for it, and then also practicing it.
Yes,
Huge.
of course. You bet.
And then I would say the other biggest one is career search. Think about how much career search has changed.
Yes.
I had one of those brother processors. This is very embarrassing, with the correction tape.
You are
for
old.
my first resume. Exactly. And I was putting a stamp in the corner, mailing them in, those envelopes.
You bet.
And Kinko's printed my first paper resume. So, it's digital, but at the same time, digital only gets you so far.
It does.
You still have to make connections.
Right.
You still have to network. There's still a huge part of getting a job is what we call the hidden job market. And if you're only applying to the job postings, you're missing you're missing a lot of opportunity.
Honestly, that's how I ended up where I worked during college and after college, because it was just kind of a word of mouth thing.
Exactly.
I had applied for a couple of different jobs in the agricultural industry and felt I was well qualified upon graduation from Wayne State, but I was told I didn't have enough work experience. And so that is another factor that really where students can benefit from the internships and the part-time work, in that they can show they have a little bit of experience coming right out of school in those industries.
Yeah. And I would say the other thing that I think faculty does well, and again, I love, part of the other reason I really wanted to come to Wayne State, it's a teaching faculty. They care about they care holistically about students. They know our students are going on to work. So they do a lot of applied projects in the classes, and we use a lot of those applied moments. Like if you've done a great project in one of your courses to help you show that you've got some work experience.
Yes.
That's very common now.
Of course.
And then helping students just articulate what they did, how, we use certain methods, the STAR method, to have them tell that story to an employer.
Sure.
And not to underplay it, because that's a big project.
Yes.
Is a lot of work.
Right.
If you're putting in the work, of course.
Right.
So those are other things. There's a lot of other ways to gain experience.
Yes.
So helping students identify those and doing those.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
This is a big program, one we as a community need to help promote, especially with the new location here in Brandenburg.
Yeah, thank you.
I spent a lot of time here at Wayne State College during my undergrad and my master's. I didn't spend a lot of time in Brandenburg education. So as a non-education major, I would encourage everybody to take the time to maybe stop up here and kind of see how they have reorganized the campus and so forth, and just see what the programs are that are available, because Tracy and her team want to meet with employers. They want to talk to you. They want to provide you with quality work people.
Absolutely.
When
Talent.
this is done. Talent.
You
Yes.
got it.
The words escape me sometimes. So
Even though I gave you talking points.
I know.
kidding.
I wasn't a
Just
speech
kidding.
major. Sorry.
That's true.
So how do we make this happen, Tracy?
So I would say there's many ways that you can make this happen. I would say just get in contact with us. I mean, even if you sent me a Facebook message, I would screenshot it and email it to myself and get back to you.
Right.
Or come up to me if I'm going to be locally famous now for being on the dirt, just come up and chat with me and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Not just me, my team. Phil Meyer, who's been a long time Waniac. Is that a thing? Or is that my thing?
That's your
know.
thing.
Okay.
I don't know.
He's also serves on the business and industry board. So he's a great connection. Molly Gardner on our team. So any one of us, talk with us, or just call our office, email our office. Really, we are here to get as many experiences and opportunities for our students as possible. They're hungry for them. They're coming in, they're searching. So
Yeah.
we want to line them up.
That's right. Sign up for the City Stroll. I mean, that's another way.
Because then we'll get your contact information.
Exactly.
And then we can message you. We will be more proactive to outreach you if you're in our system.
Yeah. Tracy will spam the death out of you.
Molly will.
Yes. Just kidding. I only get like 2 or 3 emails a year. Yes.
Just a few.
And it's all good. I mean, it's good reminders. It's good things that we can do to support you and to support our own businesses and keep things kind of flowing.
We really want to make it as easy as possible for you without completely running over our staff too, because we're small.
Of course.
But yeah, I'm excited about this new mechanism that we have to get your jobs posted, or at least local and community jobs posted quickly.
Right, absolutely. You've got a great space here. You guys are working really hard. So what's that phone number again? 375-7425, or email careerservices@wsc.edu. They are the career gurus in Wayne, Nebraska and the surrounding area. So they can really help us get where we need to be. Anything else you would like to add to the repertoire?
I just think the community is, again, it really charmed my husband and I when we came in. It's such a part of a person's experience, especially me talking with students and even now early grads that I've connected with. They have a special place in their heart for Wayne.
Yes.
Not just the campus, but Wayne.
Wayne in general. I mean, I hear it all the time from people who come back and maybe who now have their own children who are attending Wayne State College.
And they come back for the chicken show because of that connection.
Yes, county fair. You know, it's there's so many, and they've made friends here.
Yes,
they have lifelong friends here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was walking up to the building today and I just saw everything is so pretty, so well maintained.
It's such a beautiful campus.
It is.
I think I feel really lucky to work here.
Absolutely.
It's just a great place. It's a community feeling. And I know the students feel that as well.
Yes, exactly. And we want to just kind of keep that going throughout the town. So I really appreciate you taking the time today, Tracy. We had a little incident trying to get this table set up.
We will put it on the outtakes.
It's on the outtakes.
Be looking for the comments.
Yes,
underneath
indeed.
The post.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Wayne State Career Services, and be looking out for the City Stroll happening here in a couple of weeks. I'm Trisha Peters with White Farmhouse Realty. Welcome home. No outtake. No. Let's just.
Okay, got it. Oh! Now that I have it.